Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
You know, I could joke and say that an actual J.R.R. Tolkien troll creature was sighted in Columbus, Ohio, but it's actually a Democratic Party voter, totally dumbed down, no future, had their hours cut by Obamacare, works at Burger King. She's in a Burger King uniform, probably a manager, and she just sees pro-lifers and starts assaulting them, hitting them, kicking over their signs, screaming that they're racist and don't like women because they're at an abortuary that mainly, in that particular city, they've got statistics, whacks blacks. So, again, if you don't want to whack a black, it's racist to use the word black. You're supposed to use whatever new term they have in the media, not just a human being. But there you go. Let's play unedited, except for the beeping. You can see the one with all the cuss words up on Infowars.com, unedited. The horror when a bottom-dwelling, culture of death promoting troll, a chud, did they make a movie about that? Came out of the sewer system. Here it is.
This is absolutely lying there, you dip. That is not what a fetus looks like, okay? It's a clip of cells at 12 weeks. It does not look like that. It's a clip of mother cells. No hands are shown through that time. It's just a white.
By the way, that's not true. Put it on screen. It has a brain and all its fingers at that time.
And get that camera out of my face, either. Wait.
I want to call the police.
You.
Imagine they have the feminists now are having babies without men, crossing two women. They ought to cross her and Janet Reno.
We are calling the police, ma'am.
You are white male privileged assholes.
I'm calling the police right now.
What you are is a racist mother as well. How dare you do this kind of asshole?
That's the kind of woman at the gym tells you not to talk. It's all about how she's in charge.
Go ahead. Go.
She's not happy.
On ahead. You f***ing.
I just love real feminine women. Oh, magical.
That is all you
and
are.
powerful.
You don't give a
this woman is not powerful, ladies.
Life. All you are just a bunch of assholes.
Are you calling the police? Are you calling the police?
Back off.
She's actually a total victim of television and brainwashing.
We don't know this about here.
All you are just a bunch of misogynistic mother. Take your male privilege somewhere else. No uterus, no right to talk about it. Understand me, mother?
I'm listening to you.
No, I don't
That's
get
right, he has no right.
Get the out of my face now. Your signs deserve to get up.
Oh, the cops. Did the cops go after her? Anyways, I mean, she's actually a total victim. I feel sorry for her.
Go ahead, take me. Go ahead, take me.
We're going to go outside. We're going to talk. Not going to be seen. You understand me?
Go ahead, take me. Your male power. It's globalist super males that engineered this whole deal to take down everybody else, you idiot. Men and women are together under attack. But it's okay. She'll say, I'm stopping the racist. The cop will probably come hang the guy by his feet or something. I'm being sarcastic. Oh, my gosh. It is just so frightening to see creatures like that out there. And I'm not attacking her because of the way she looks. Mexican train derails, sending 1,300 migrants headed towards U.S. Stranding. Oh, my gosh. One of the trains from Guatemala derailed, and I'm sure that's the fault of Don Johnson. In fact, I bet Robert Rodriguez will make a movie where Don Johnson is not shooting pregnant Hispanic women when it's really the cartels doing it. No, Mexico's failed because of white people. They'll have Don Johnson, like Wally Coat with the detonator, plunging it and it blows up. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, let's hope all these poor folks are okay. But the trains has derailed. Please print me that article. We're going to have to talk about that. The trains are arriving each hour in Texas and California, and the feds are there with the buses to bring them into your town. You're going to pay for it, racist. Alex Jones here for Infowars.com. In the month of July, we have got giant specials on everything at Made-in-1776.com. The already discounted Made-in-1776 t-shirts are only $17.76. We have the new belt buckles that in only 2 weeks of sale are very close to selling out. There's only 500 of each. We're talking about Made in America belt buckles in nickeled brass. This is more than a summer blowout special. This is a new declaration of independence. But to expand the InfoWar, we're offering the equivalent of more than 5 months free right now when you get a membership at PrisonPlanet.tv for a limited time, only $39.95 a year. That's more than 5 months free off the regular price. Not just this July 4th weekend, but the entire month of July at Made-in-1776.com. Molon Labe, you can take my gun from my cold, dead hands.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there's a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security on sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level. I've always believed in nutrition and herbs. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Sourced from powerful organic herbs, harvested around the planet, and then concentrated for maximum potency.
I just received my Male Vitality about 3 days ago, and I must say, that is good stuff.
After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic Super Male Vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality and getting the day started.
It's not just the Super Male Vitality. All the products at InfoWarsLife.com are simply amazing. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, I want to go over these headlines, and then I'm going to open the phones up for callers. First-time callers on today's broadcast, the toll-free number to join us is 800-259-9231. 800-259-9231, and we'll get you up and on the air. Again, here are some of the headlines, some of the top stories, and I'll get into the other stacks I haven't covered yet. Gun confiscation begins in New York. That's on Infowars.com. Door-to-door gun confiscation. Defense Secretary Hagel says ISIS imminent threat to every stabilized country on earth. Pentagon currently deciding how to respond to the new Islamic State that they created. Doesn't mean they even run them. They armed them and set them loose. High-level NSA official. The NSA has become J. Edgar Hoover on super steroids, spying on everything. Blackmailing politicians, generals, judges, lawyers, and citizens. That's what it's now all about. You want to live in a third world country? You do officially. Shock reports, 70 million people would be starving in the streets without government welfare programs. That's, again, the false flag weapon, and they want even more. The fundamental numbers behind all the propaganda tell a starkly different story. I want to get to that and the new study that is out breaking that down. Washington's arrogance will destroy its empire. Washington reeks of the stench of evil. Paul Craig Roberts article. That's the father of Reaganomics, former head of the Treasury. Chinese purchases of U.S. real estate jumped 70% as the Bank of China facilitates money laundering. American citizens already have a hard enough time affording a home. UK members of Parliament horrified by the government overriding Magna Carta by raiding private bank accounts without due process. What happened in Cyprus is now beginning there. Germany blesses bail-in deposit confiscation plan for failing EU banks. We told you Cyprus was the test. It's now starting in Germany and England. Total mega-level red alert, zero hedge, up on Infowars.com. Video, crazed abortion advocate attacks peaceful pro-lifers. I didn't know they were going to come out with Lord of the Rings, Hobbit Part 3, the new Smog movie early, but they have. And this woman is directly out of that movie. The video, unedited, is on Infowars.com. Japan battered as tropical storm makes landfall. 3 dead as wreck typhoon hits the island. May affect Fukushima. That is just some of the news. And then this report out of broadcast cable, journalists accuse White House of politically driven suppression of news. Point to Public Information Office controls of interviews. Access being controlled at a level never seen in modern history. Iraq tells UN terrorist group seize nuclear materials. But it's ISIS, so the UN says everything's okay. British politicians are in a secret deal to allow mass surveillance of the public. See, now that all the illegal spying's come out, they're doing secret laws to legalize it. That's what criminals do. To keep to keep you safe from ISIS, of course, that they publicly fund. California proposes $500 a day fine for overwatering lawns. Launch tattletale scams. The video's up on Infowars.com. Alex Jones asks, is Michelle Obama a man? And I'm actually just reporting on what Joan Rivers said and looking at the fact that she's built like a linebacker. And, you know, if she was an Olympic athlete, they would order a blood test. I mean, that's basically what I'm saying, and it's up on Infowars.com. So that's just some of the Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com articles. Let's move right along to some of the news we haven't gotten to yet. Breaking in just the last few minutes. Mexican train derails, stranding 1,300 migrants headed towards the U.S. The train is loaded in Guatemala, and normally the government allows no one in who's illegal, or you get 6 months to a year hard labor in prison. But they allow you to get on the train if you don't get off. And the Mexican military sells them meals and things on the way. This is mainstream news. They then arrive in McAllen on the border, or they arrive by the border in San Diego, and they are disgorged. This is one of dozens of trains, but it's known as the Beast. A cargo train used by Mexicans and Central Americans to travel towards the U.S. border. I mean, they actually have official trains to do this. Derailed in southern Mexican state of Oaxaca today, or last night. Stranding about, I guess today is the day it happened, stranding about 1,300 migrants. Emergency services said many of the migrants aboard were young people, and nobody was injured when the train nicknamed the Beast came off the tracks. A spokesman for local emergency services said, since last October, more than 50,000, try about 500,000, unaccompanied minors. Oh, look. Reuters uses the White House term. The White House said you will use the term unaccompanied minors or children. And they did. You use what, and again, 2 + 2 = 5, and you didn't build your business, and you can keep your doctor even though you can't. You do what the Lord and Savior says. So I like it. Again, Jamie Foxx says he's the Lord and Savior. Since last October, you would have thought Christ came back today with all the highways shut down in Austin, letting little people know what trash they are. Since last October, more than 50,000 unaccompanied minors, most from El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, have been caught illegally crossing. They've been advertised to come in. 99%, according to a leaked ICE memo, are made legal. And then they're shipped deeper into the U.S. in air-conditioned buses. And the word is, if you can just get up there on the cargo train, and there's so many, they load the inside areas that are open, the open boxcars, they load the top, and then they have to hang on to the sides to get in. Just so many piling on the trains so fast, tens of thousands a day. Dozens of trains a day arrive, 1,300 per train. I mean, look at some of the